Welcome back. President Trump continuing his move to bring stateside manufacturing to America's auto industry. Scout Motors investing an additional $300 million in its South Carolina production facility to localize the company's supply chain. This is on top of an earlier $2 billion investment in that factory back in April. The new plan expected to create 1,000 new jobs in the Palmetto State. Scout Motors also collaborating with the Trump administration to cut regulations which block direct-to-consumer car sales. Joining me now is the boss, Scout Motors President and CEO Scott Keogh. Scott, great to have you.
Thank you, Maria. Great to be here.
Thanks so much for joining us, and we want to hear more about this investment that you're making in the South Carolina plant. Yeah. Tell us about it.
You know, look, we had a dream 3 years ago. Scout Motors was created from the ground up to meet this American moment. Let's make things again. Let's do things again. So Scout Motors, an iconic American brand, we're bringing it back to life. We, of course, are building a plant in Blythewood, South Carolina. And if you think about how fast we're moving, we broke ground 18 months ago. We now have 3 million square feet under roof. Things are happening as we speak. And then the additional investment, which you've seen, is the knock-on effect. We put our supplier park there. This allows our suppliers to feed their parts directly into the plant. So it's a huge opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity, and I know that it's a job creator. You want your company to hire more technicians, more manufacturers to begin production when? 2027?
Exactly. We'll begin production end of 27. If you look at Columbia now, we have 400 employees hired, mostly on the planning side. We've just started the direct labor. This is the people who will be working in the factory. The first jobs are in maintenance, and these are critical jobs. This is not maintenance. This is maintenance in terms of keeping the machines and the technology running. The first 40 are on board, and we'll be ramping up through 2027.
So on September 16th, the trade representative officially initiated public process for a 6-year review of USMCA before the October 4th deadline. We're also waiting on, details on what happens with this emergency reciprocal tariff situation. What is the impact of tariffs, given the fact that you do still get some of your parts from Europe?
Yeah. Look, I would say,
and Mexico.
I would say two things. I think first and foremost, Scout was created ground up for this moment. An American car company. We're handling our supply chain as we speak, so we're able to make smart decisions. Specifically for USMCA, stability would be the right thing. USMCA was put in place under the first Trump administration. We reorchestrate a lot of our supply chains to meet that. Stability with USMCA would be ideal. Everything else for Scout Motors, we are in essence localizing. That's the safe play. It's also the right play.
So you're saying just leave it alone. It was in place and don't make too many changes to USMCA.
Look, stability is the name of the game for automotive.
Yeah, of course. And for all business in general, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So is it going to mean that you're going to have to raise prices on any of the vehicles as a result of tariffs?
We don't anticipate seeing that. Right now we are sourcing. Right now we are pricing. Since we're launching the car, as you referenced, in 27, we're pricing for that. So we do not anticipate raising prices.
Okay, great. That's a great point because, it seems like every time Jay Powell talks, he's like, well, it remains to be seen, but we're watching for any increases in prices. Tell us what consumers can expect in terms of what this production lineup is going to produce.
Look, I think consumers can expect an awesome truck. We've already shown them to the American market. We have over 130,000 reservations. We are making a Traveler SUV and a pickup truck. I think the first thing we've done is we've made an old school truck with some modern technology. So it's not all software, all screens, real buttons, real mechanical things, which Americans love. Body on frame, solid rear axle. The second thing we have, which is a great technology, is of course we have a range extender technology. So it gives you the battery, 150 miles of range, but it also has an engine which takes away all the range anxiety, 500 miles. So 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Super cool American technology.
I love it. So what are the price ranges in terms of the salaries that we're talking about from these new jobs that you're creating? Are these high-paying jobs?
Yeah, if you look at obviously the salaries of the maintenance workers, these are jobs that are paying nearly $37, $38 an hour for the technicians on that front. So these are high-paying jobs with childcare, with medical care. This is over 40% better than what we see in the region right now with benefits. I think the other critical thing is we give you future-proof training. You're going to know how to work high-tech equipment, whether you're working at Scout, whether you're working at another manufacturing facility. So this gives you a career versus a temporary gig. And this is the powerful thing.
So many automakers come on the show, and they don't like the fact that they've got parts going back and forth. The vehicle has to go back and forth, whether it means to Mexico, because you're getting parts from different places. Yeah. Tell us about that process. How come that process is so complicated to send the vehicle back and forth over the border?
Boy, one thing you don't want to do is send a vehicle back and and forth. As you can imagine, the logistics and cost of that are brutal.
Exactly.
This is why we are doing as much on-site as possible. And if you look at this $300 million investment, this puts the suppliers right there. It puts our accessory center right there. It also puts the battery pack right there. So the closer we can get it, logistics costs go down, stability goes up. That's what we're looking to do. And this is a good example. Originally, we were uncertain if we were going to do this, but now looking at the market, looking how the administration is turning the dial, it makes perfect sense.
Where would you expect the growth at Scout Motors to come from specifically in the coming 3 years?
I mean, the growth from us is going to come from we're bringing a great product at a great price into the market. I think we have technology that no one else has on the marketplace right now. And then we have this iconic brand that American wants to see return. So, look, the automotive market is competitive. We know that. But what's our advantage? We have a clean sheet. We're not dealing with legacy cost, legacy nonsense. We're dealing with a clean sheet, iconic brand, new technology. And I think our plant in South Carolina, nice, efficient run, good direct run rates. We have a lot of competitive advantages, and we want to use them, of course.
Do you need the magnets or the rare earth minerals that the president continues to go back and forth with China on? Because China is refining these products, and we need them for virtually every sector of our economy.
Yeah. If you look at where that comes to life, it's mostly in the drive units. I don't want to get into it right now, but for our drive units, we do not. We have another technology that we are looking at, not something I want to announce now.
Got it.
But look, we are not naive to what is happening in the world, which is why we want to bring as much stability, local sourcing, and cost as possible to avoid all the drama that you're referencing.
Well, congratulations to you, Scott. Great to have you here.
It's exciting. Nerve-wracking, but exciting. I love it.
I bet. We'll be looking forward to the launch of these trucks, and it looks great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate it.
Scott Keogh joining us this morning from Scout.